repurposing a handy little Tacoma mod. If you don't know what this is, stay tuned. Well, good afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Rob Motive. And that's right, today I'm going to be repurposing just a handy little Tacoma mod. Now, I say repurposing because I did have this on my Voodoo Blue Tacoma. I pulled it off before I sold it because I think it's a pretty neat little thing. So we're going to go ahead and install it on the new Magnetic Gray Metallic Toyota Tacoma. But before we do that, it does have a little bit of double-sided tape on it. You can see right across the top there. I am going to remove that because the stickiness of it is not what it was when I first put it on. So I have to remove that, and I'm going to put some new tape on. So, real quick, just kind of have to scrape this off a little bit. It's kind of thumbnail action. It's not real difficult. I'm going to speed it up so you guys don't have to watch the whole thing. Here we go. Okay, we got all the old tape off of there. Now I have to cut a strip about as wide. I'm going to shave this down a little bit to go ahead and put it right across where the other one was, because it is important to have this on. So to do that, you just need a razor blade. At least this is how I'm going to do it. Go ahead and peel off enough tape, I guess, to cover the area that you want. For me, it'll be about yay much. Go ahead and cut that off. Then I'm going to go ahead and stick it to the surface of my table. I know that's going to take away a little bit of the stickiness of it too, right? Then I'm going to go ahead and just slice down the edge. I am going to try to do this freehand, so hopefully it works out well. So far so good, and I haven't cut myself yet either. That's always a benefit. There we go. And then the original tape, hopefully I can get it off of the workbench. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and put that back on the roll. Waste not, want not, right? So we're gonna save that for later. And then this piece, we're gonna go ahead and stick back on our part. Hopefully I can get that up without pulling the top of it off. When you get it thin like this, it likes to separate for some reason from the top part. So I've got it off. We're just gonna stick it on. We used the flat edge that I didn't cut. Looks like I wasn't perfectly in line when I cut that, like so. So we'll just put it down. There you go. There's the tape replaced. Now we're gonna go over to the truck and install it. My question is, have you figured out what this is yet? Stay tuned. Okay, time to install this very simple mod. All you need is a Phillips head screwdriver and maybe an X-Acto knife to get the double-sided tape peeled off. If you haven't figured it out yet, it is a gas cap holder. Right now we do have the prongs that hold the gas cap shut, which works well enough. I mean, if you pull the cap out, it has this little area in it here that allows you to stretch it out, and then it kind of grabs in right there like so. Not too bad, but my fear in utilizing anything like this for a dual purpose is that eventually I'm going to weaken this thing or even cut through the cord that holds the gas cap on, because the edges of this, of course, are rather sharp and are metal. So I think it's just kind of a neat mod, number one, and number two, it does serve a little bit of purpose. Now, to put it on, it's going to go on just like this. There's a bolt here which has an affixed nut on the other side, so you don't have to worry about the nut falling out when you remove the bolt. You just unscrew it and then put the hole that exists and put it right over the cover like so. The double-sided tape will stick to this edge. Now, I did clean it up with a little bit of rubbing alcohol, as I always do when I'm going to stick something somewhere. So let's go ahead and get the edge of the tape off. I find that using an X-Acto knife often helps because you can just kind of grab the edge of the tape, you know, the cover, which can be very difficult to get off for some reason, at least for me, and then just pull it off. It's that simple, right? Hopefully you don't drop it on the floor, get it all dirty, and have to put on another piece of tape. So now that we have that done, we're going to go ahead and remove the screw. That should be pretty simple, I think, although it was in there, let me tell you. Okay, now we want to go ahead and position this properly. I'm going to kind of put the screw in a little bit just to make sure I get it in the right spot before I stick the double-sided tape down. I made that mistake before, and it's just a little easier to do it this way. So now that I've got the cover where I want it, or the screw rather, I can go ahead and stick this down and get it in the right position. It's a little bit of OCD on my part, I guess. I want it to be straight. So I'm going to go ahead and stick it on there just like so. And I think that's pretty straight. If not, it is the way it's going to go. And I've pulled the screw out, so hopefully it's still aligned. There we go. And then you just want to tighten it down. Now, you don't want to go crazy because this particular one is a carbon fiber, and you can see it starts to turn the fiber a little bit. If it wasn't carbon fiber, you probably wouldn't have that problem, but it does turn it a little bit. Then you would just want to make sure that it's stuck down there. Hold it for about 30 seconds or so to give the double-sided tape time to bond. And I will say, it does come off pretty easily. When I removed it from my other truck, I didn't have any problems with the double-sided tape, so you don't really need to worry about, you know, it being on there forever. If you want to take it off, for instance, to put it on a different truck, or maybe you just decide you don't like it, whatever, it does come off pretty easy. While I'm holding this, I will mention this does come from Toughskins. That's who I got this from. There is a discount code for it. It's RobMotive10 for 10% off, so if you're interested in this, you can hit them up for it. That should be about 30 seconds, I think. That's what it looks like when it's done. Looks pretty straight to me. No issues closing the cap. It doesn't get in the way, which is important to me. Then, this is how it works. Just take your cap out when you're at the gas station, and you just kind of stick it in there like that. It fits in there really easy. It's not a big deal. Comes out easy, so it's not like you have to force it to get it in and out. You can kind of see how easy it fits in there. It's just that simple. Then when you're done filling up, just go ahead and tighten her down. That's it. So there you go. Just a very simple little mod. Takes about 2 seconds to do, and it just makes life a little bit more convenient in the form of having somewhere to put your gas cap when you're at the gas station. Now, one other thing I do want to mention about this, of course, it protects your paint. You know, if you don't use that latch, and I know a lot of people don't, I think there's a lot of people that don't even know that exists, well, then your gas cap is going to dangle right down and smack against your paint. And if it's a windy day or you're not careful, you're going to hit that paint a lot of times, and you know eventually it's going to leave a mark. It's going to start to wear right underneath the gas cap, right on that fender area there, and that's going to be a drag, especially when you can do something like this that is so simple to alleviate that or to avoid having that problem. Anyway, leave a comment, let me know what you think. I know it's just a simple mod, and it is repurposing a mod that I had done before, but it's one of those things that I think is just worthwhile. Let me know what you think. Also, real quick, I do have 2 additional channels. Rob Motive FST, all about full-size trucks, and Rob Motive JT, all about my 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Check them out, and if you're interested, why not subscribe? Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.